What's going on, guys? This is Sam from GamesRapture.com bringing you another interview. And today I'm joined by Artie from YouTube channel GoldenWoozie. So firstly, I'm just start off by saying a massive thank you for coming along. I know I've been a bit hard to organise with the internet and stuff like that. So yeah, it's great that you've agreed to come along. And I'm really glad that you're on the show.
No problem. I mean, it's very flattering that someone like you would want to interview me, even though not many people have any idea who I am. So,
well, yeah, hopefully with some new people check out your channel through this. Why don't we just start off by just talking about why you decided to start making videos. I know the first video you made wasn't actually a YouTube video, so do you just want to go into why you made that first video and why you started making videos in general?
The GameSpot one? Is that yeah, so not many people may know this, but the first video I ever uploaded to the internet, which I sent to you just because I thought it was relevant to my channel form, there's this stupid little video called The Quest for the Cars demo that I uploaded in like 2006 or something like that.
Yeah.
And I cannot remember why I uploaded that, to be honest. But that was like, a year before anything I ever put on YouTube.
Yeah.
And I think what happened was I found my dad's old video camera from like the early 90s or middle 90s or something like that.
Yeah.
And actually, when I was younger, I used to do like stupid skits and stuff like that. You know, like as much of a skit that like an 8-year-old kid could do.
Yeah.
So I just remember like playing around with this. I'm like, oh, maybe I can do something with what I'm doing these days.
Yeah.
I'm just guessing, by the way. I have no idea what I was thinking when I made that.
Yeah.
So they have this Cars demo, and I always thought it was funny at the time how they put demos for just these ridiculous games that nobody cares about, like a Cars game.
Yeah.
So that first video, if someone digs it up on GameSpot, is just me waiting to download the Cars demo, and I'm playing a bunch of other demos that are on my Xbox at the time, like Superman Returns or something like that, and just kind of saying random commentary, which is similar to how my very first video on YouTube ended up being, the Assassin's Creed video. So I want to jump ahead of myself. You want me to talk about
sure.
that?
Yeah, did the with that GameSpot video, did you sort of get feedback on that, and did anything did you enjoy making that video, and that's what prompted you to make the YouTube channel, or was it something completely different?
Well, the way that the YouTube channel started actually was completely by accident. What was really happening was I was having a debate with this people I was talking to, this forum called Game Winners. I don't think anyone goes to it because it's not very active anymore. I've been told it's like a poor man's Game Facts, but whatever. So I was having an argument with people about Assassin's Creed, and I'm of the opinion that Assassin's Creed is not a very good video game.
Yeah.
And people were asking me why, and I was saying, like, well, the AI is terrible. And they're like, what the hell are you talking about? So I remembered specifically, because I was screwing around in the game, just trying to play with the AI because it was just so retarded. And that I had that specific moment where in the video I run up to the guy who's standing in front of people, and I just stabbed him. And then nobody noticed. And I'm like, okay, well, you said the AI is so good, I'm going to make this video and tell you, like, because I can't give someone instructions on how to do something. They'll say that they did it differently and that people found out that he was the assassin or something. So I wanted, like, irrefutable proof that this AI was bad. So I made that video. Yeah. And for some reason, I did it, like, way before I got to that point. Like, I decided to add my commentary to it. Yeah. I think that's what the Cars demo influence the rest of my videos. So it's like 10 minutes long, and the one part I wanted to show is 5 minutes in. So I made that video and I sent it to the Game Winners forums, whatever, to show people what my argument was. And then from there, it just kind of kept getting views all of a sudden. And people started saying, like, this is hilarious, you know, you should make more or something like that. So I made a few more videos. And that's kind of how everything started.
And with that video, did you get, I can't remember from exactly, but from what I remember, it got like quite a lot of people sort of, as you would with a video like that, quite a bit of people saying, oh, you're an idiot and you don't know what you're talking about and stuff like that. Was that something that you sort of enjoyed almost, the fact that you were saying something that, because obviously at the time a lot of people were saying, you know, Assassin's Creed is a really good game, it's a revelation, all that sort of stuff. Did you quite enjoy the fact that you were saying you were sort of on the other side of the fence?
Well, I don't know if I enjoy. First of all, when that video first went up, it was mostly positive response. People saying, like, this is funny, you know. A A lot of the comments that I get on many of my videos actually are, I really like this game, but what you said was funny, so I like this video.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I mean, right now, if you look at that video, I mean, God, what is it now? It's like 3/4 of the people who watched this video disliked it.
Yeah, that must have been what I've seen, because that's when I watched it. So at the time, it was more sort of people saying that it was really funny, because obviously it is like a really funny video and people should check it out. If they just go to your channel, they can check it out, and it's a good idea to get sort of a starting point for where you're coming from.
Right.
But now it's got like the dislikes and stuff, and
yeah, I mean, now it has like. That video has an insane number of views for like what low production values it has. Like right now, it has 146,000 views, which is more. Which is more than any other video I've ever made.
Yeah,
which is just stupid in my opinion. Because, like, first of all, you can't. If you search that video, you won't find it because it has so many dislikes. So that means 146,000 people sent links to one another, and they either said this is funny or this guy's a retard. So that's the only way that was sent. And yeah, I mean, like everything there is negative now. And if I had to guess, I'm going to guess like, I don't know, 80% of the dislikes are within like the past year or so, whereas that was posted in 2007. So
was it the positive response you got from that video just sort of encouraged you to keep making videos?
Yeah, actually, because there are a few people, I wish I could pronounce their names, but there's like a few commenters who've been following my work ever since the very beginning.
Okay.
And it's like these, man, I should probably have pulled up their names before I mentioned them because I just rattled them off. But off the hand, I know there's someone like Deadly Shadows or something, and like Football at Kiss. That guy has a weird name. But they were like one of the first people who commented on that, and they're like, this is great, you should make some more.
Yeah.
And at the time, I think I remember it getting like up to 2,000 or 4,000 views, which by comparison is nothing now. Like if I get 2,000 views on a video, like I'm pretty sad about it. But at the time, it was crazy.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say?
So when you after you made that video, did you have? Because I would say that your channel, just to give an idea, I guess it is kind of a review channel, but. It's what I call, this is a phrase I just came up with when we're looking at your channel, is a secret review channel, I guess. And what I mean by that is that you do videos in which you review video games, but it's not sort of a specific review. You'll sort of do top tens and you do little features on games where you talk about them, but it's not exactly a review. It's just you giving your opinions. And after you did that first video, did you decide on just to make it sort of a review channel? Did you know where exactly the direction you wanted to take the channel in the future?
I really had no idea. At first, I was just trying to give people more of what they wanted. So I think there are a lot of videos that used to be up there that are not anymore. And I can't remember all of the ones I've taken down, but I think I put up like a Mass Effect video that I took down like almost immediately because it sucked.
Yeah.
And because at the time I didn't know anything about editing. So it's just like, well, I'm going to hit record and then hopefully something good comes out of this. Because at first there was no script or anything like that. It's like, I'm just going to do this and hopefully something will come out of this.
Yeah. So that Mass Effect video, you said you took it down because you sort of weren't happy with it. Is that something you find with a lot of your videos, that are you a sort of a perfectionist with the way that you produce videos? And when a video goes up, are you sort of always thinking, no, that's not good enough, could have done that better?
Yeah, there's a lot of that, mostly retrospectively. Like right when I put it up, I'm like, I put it up. And then, like 2 weeks will pass and they'll have like a low amount of views, and I'll be wondering like, why aren't people watching this? And I'll look at it, I'll be really critical of myself. And if it's really bad, like a video of mine I had, which was the BioShock review, which I think was just horrible in retrospect, and I just take it down eventually. Because the reason why I take down videos is because I want people who come to the channel fresh to just click on anything and then see like where I'm coming from, or to have like the type of attributes that have why people watch my videos. Yeah. And I feel like there are a few bad eggs in the bunch there. And one of them was like the BioShock review. There's that fighting game suck video, which I'm sure will be mentioned at some point. So I ended up taking those down just because I felt like it gave like if it's a first impression and the first video sucks, they won't watch another one. So the ones that I think suck, I take down. So I guess I'm a perfectionist in that kind of way. And that's a lot to do with today. Like a lot of the time I'll make video content and
Yeah.
I'll edit it all together, and then like I'll be halfway through it, and then I'll just be like, this sucks. And I'll just, it's like, X out of Sony Vegas, this video will never see the light of day. And then I get 1,000 comments saying, where the fuck are you? Like, still making videos? Did you die in a car crash? What's going on?
Yeah. And is that something that's developed sort of when you were early on in the days of the channel, was it sort of the same as that? Were you still perfectionist? Because I know obviously you've, as your channels goes on, you've changed sort of the style you used to, like sort of the video style you used to film just your television, and now it's moved to obviously a more professional style when you started scripting and stuff like that. So when did you, firstly, was that when you started the channel, were you sort of all about quality? And secondly, when did you make the decision to sort of move your channel forwards and create more professional videos?
Well, the way it worked out is that the first two videos that are on my channel right now are both Assassin's Creed related, and it's a video camera pointed at a screen and me talking. So the first innovation of that is the next video I made was a Halo 3 review, which has actual editing and a script. And the reason for that is, like I mentioned, I made a Mass Effect video that was similar to the Assassin's Creed ones. It was just video, no editing, just me talking.
Yeah.
And it sucked, and I didn't want to waste more time doing that. So instead, I thought, it'd probably be easier if I just wrote down what I wanted to say. So that's where the script came from. And then instead of just playing through one section, like for the Halo 3 review specifically, if I want to talk about two different levels, like I'm not going to play all the way through one level and then play all the way through the level. So, it's amazing, this editing idea that someone came up with thousands of years ago really works. You don't waste as much time. So that's why I did it with the Halo 3 one, where it's edited together. And then after that, the videos afterwards, they have like direct feed footage.
Yeah.
And that's just because I thought the video quality sucked, and I wanted to get obviously I did because it's a video camera pointing at a screen. Like, what were you doing? And I also wanted to get game audio, because just hearing me talk and nothing else seemed kind of weird.
Yeah.
So the only way to do that was to get better recording equipment. So that's why I ended up getting this thing called a GameBridge 1400 or something like that.
Yeah.
You can look them up on Amazon. They're like $70, which is ridiculous. I paid $10 for mine, and I felt that I overpaid because that thing sucks.
Yeah.
But it got me through at the time. So.
Yeah, and with the sort of the money aspect of it, is it something that you're sort of willing to do? Sort of buy a lot of. Obviously, I know it's not that much, but you're buying the sort of editing software, you're buying the video cameras, or the thing. Well, I can't remember the name of the thing you just said there. But
the capture device, the GameBridge.
Yeah. So stuff like that, the sort of purchases, do you mind doing them? Do you mind making these purchases, or do you sometimes just think, I'll just stick with what I got and that'll be okay, sort of thing?
Well, when you're first starting out, you don't really invest that much because it's not anything big. And like when you're looking at those videos now, like they have 8,000 views or 146,000 views.
Yeah.
And now it makes sense. Like, of course you'd invest. But at the time, those, like the Assassin's Creed one, like for a while, it only had like 20,000 views, which is still a lot compared to everything else. But, it's not enough to, like, I should buy $120 recording equipment. But as the channel grew and I got more involved in it, then that's when I started spending more. Like the first big purchase really was the recording device that I have right now. And I bought that right before the Prince of Persia review, which is when they started going into HD and stuff. And that was only $120, and I think at that time I had just gotten a job or something. Yeah. So it seemed like nothing. But at first, I spent as much money as the same amount as how serious I was taking the channel at the time. Yeah. So not much at first, but it developed over time. And the other thing I want to mention is the entire time I've been making all these videos, I've been using a Rock Band microphone. So that little bit, pretty good quality. What I'm talking into right now is a Rock Band microphone. And it lasts a pretty long way. So there's a bit of luck to the quality of the stuff that I had at first. And eventually I had to upgrade when it got more serious.